Hello, this is Carol, the Otherwise Woman. I so very much appreciate that you have come by to watch this video, and I am very thankful for your presence in my life. This is for entertainment purposes only. Any resulting enlightenment is purely coincidental and unintentional. We're taking a look at the prevailing energies that are going to be with us from the new moon on the 21st of September until the full moon on the 6th of October of 2025. This is for entertainment purposes only. Any resulting enlightenment is purely coincidental and unintentional. So the elements we have are first shoots from the Wisdom of the Cailleach deck, the Nine of Vessels, Generosity from the Wildwood Tarot, and here's our Celtic tree ogham. It is Blackthorn, which has shown up several times lately. I'll start with first shoots. This was the first of the elements that I pulled when I was setting up for this reading. And I will say I had a very uncomfortable feeling when I first saw this card. Something is growing, something is starting, or something that has been germinating. Very much seed imagery there, but something that has been germinating is beginning to come to light. And my first reaction was, oh, I think this is something somewhat sinister. But with these other elements, I don't think that's all there is to it. I think there are both positive and negative things, movements, ideas, projects that will come to light, that will make their way to the surface during this moon cycle. I feel like a balancing, that they would balance each other out or counter each other. But this is a time to think, what would I like to start? Or is there something I would like to start? Is there a special interest group that I might like to join? One that has just recently begun? Or maybe you want to establish something like that. Now, I know I'm talking on a more societal scale, but we can also do this, in our personal lives. What is something you would like to develop, or have you thought about developing? This is the time, would be the time to take the first steps toward that. I feel like I want to go here to Blackthorn. If you've watched me for any length of time, you probably know that Blackthorn here can indicate challenging times, very thorny issues. How appropriate. Very thorny issues to get through. They may be blockages or delays and hindrances. But I also really like Blackthorn. Honestly, it's one of my favorite of the oghams because I feel a protective energy with it too. It's the circumstance that steps in and says, oops, no, we don't need to go down this path. We either need to wait for it to be cleared or maybe take a detour. It also allows us to discern when we need to well, fight against circumstances we find ourselves in, and when we need just to go along. You know, we find ourselves following a path or swept up in a path, and we have no control over whether we want to be here or not. With the energy of blackthorn, it helps us focus on the positive outcome. If you're in a situation that is unpleasant, yet you don't have a way out, what can you do to use the experience you're going through to build something better? With blackthorn, I see taking the big pile of excrement that may be dumped upon us and turning it into fertilizer for our new projects, new ideas. Then we have the 9 of Vessels in generosity. And this card, I wasn't quite sure how it fit when I drew it, because this is a very positive card. Really, I see in it security, knowing that there is always help available. The man pictured on this card is drawing energy from the earth and putting it forth into the vessels to help others, to help himself, to help others. So this is really a time to focus on our compassion. It's a generosity of compassion as well as perhaps material things. How can we increase that flow into our lives? Now, if you can give of yourself in some way, this is the perfect time. It will be much appreciated. But also, if you need something, it's available. Never doubt that the support we need is available. It might not always be clear, and that could be something you could look into researching. If, again, this is a somewhat material need, what kind of organizations do you have around you that can help? This is also a good time to give to any sort of charitable group or support, or, well, I guess to people who are in alignment with whose ideals are in alignment with our own ideals of how to make this a better world. So it's important not to lose hope, even if we do see some new negativity, a new push, something that we may be forced to go along with. How do we turn that to a positive and know that we are supported in that effort, that we will always be supported in the effort to create the highest good? I don't think I have anything more to say after that. Hold on through the thorny times. Remember that blackthorn can be protective as well as hindering. If you would like a personal reading with me, I can be reached at otherwisewomanccp@gmail.com. Otherwise, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this video. I will see you again. It will be a full moon next. So I hope you are sprouting something beautiful. Till then, farewell.